20 February, boys, down 34 a.m. More sun than clouds. Supposed to be about 60. CZ 457 with the EPL 4 Arken scope. It's rough back in here, okay? We're going in here. I've been in here on part of this, but now this goes a long ways. There's 147 acres past this little spot here I'm in that I can go through. The squirrels are stirring. Them old crows come out of them woods up there. I know the squirrels are stirring. Heard one bark already, so we'll see what happens. 10:18. I've seen one squirrel. I don't know where he went. He's crossing through a walnut tree. All the wind's doing out here, boys, is just making these leaves quiver just a smidge. It's supposed to be like this all day. From a weather standpoint, degrees and wind for this winter, this is probably the best day so far, okay? Sharpshooter's not promising jack. It's rough up in here. You see all this up in here, boys? A lot of trees are down. But some places I can see in here and some I can't. Conditions are on the drier side. And these squirrels, they're different than they have been in previous years. Seem like they're wanting to be in thicker places because they've got more food. They don't have to venture out so much into these open spots to eat. That's why you've seen me say a lot of times it's rough up in here when I go hunting. Well, that's why I'm going to these rough places, because that's where the squirrel seems to be. This year, unlike previous years, for the most part. Which means, this Hm2, I'm not getting to really see, I'm not stretching it out as much. If folks have been watching my videos, distance-wise. All right, boys, it's 6 minutes till 11. I've seen a squirrel here, and I got mixed up in which damn tree he was in. I never killed him. He might be here close. I'm sitting here watching. I'm going to show you another bee tree. Now, this is the third one I know of around here. But I didn't know this was a bee tree until just now. I'm going to zero this camera up there right close up so you can see them coming in and out. Let me back it off a little bit. That's a bee tree, a honeybee tree, boys. That's way off the ground, too. See them? All right. So now the $64,000 question, boat. If a squirrel goes in that hole right there, what happens to his ass with them bees in there, that hive? Look there. That squirrel could hear my voice. He's barking over there. Hear it? Alright, boys, 11:54. Squirrel one, I think, on the ground. There's a rough ass shot. And I don't think he's headshot. He's going to be shot close to the head. He could be shot in the head, though. I had to shoot fast, boys. And I shot that squirrel. You see the shooting stick ain't moved. He's a log up there. If I can get this camera on it. Right there, I believe it is. Way up in there. He laid down on that log and rolled off. Now, I don't think I've headshot him. I had to shoot so fast. He didn't sit still long. We'll see, boys. I've got one barking right here to my left toe. All right, boys, 12:11. This squirrel I told you was barking last time I had this camera on, well, he quit barking on me. He kept watching over here, this log. I shot this other squirrel. First squirrel is over here, right through there. It's pretty high on that hill where I've got to go. This old squirrel, I slipped up here. I'm going to show you something here. If I can get it in the camera, I'm not too used to see that stop sticking out right there, center of the camera, right there. I swore that old squirrel, he was a sitting there watching over there where I killed that other squirrel. He never even looked at me. I was pretty close there, but I've got him. See him there? That's a different squirrel. Squirrel 2, boys. Squirrel 1, you see what happened on that log there? That's where he got shot. Boy, that's a rough shot. I want to show you something. Look at that. I busted that old head, boys. And I shot that squirrel quick. Through a jungle up here, boys. That's about a 55-yard shot through the jungle. That other squirrel I showed you, he got back in that hole. I was afraid to shoot him. I don't like to shoot them when their heads are out of the hole. I'm afraid they'll go back in the hole. You know, the impact will blow them back in the hole. 107. The steep over there, ain't that, boys? Now, about a month ago, I was sitting up here. There's another road doubles back around the hill, and I shot a squirrel over there off the top of that rock formation. I didn't go get him, okay? And I didn't know how to go get him without getting killed or hurt bad. Well, we're in here right now, and right up there, boys, as you name it, there's every snag on top of that ridge right up there, right in there that you can dream of, okay? But I didn't go up there. I might. I'm going to sit here for a while. I can see good. I kill a squirrel all the way up there where that old thing's a leaning in. Pretty easy. The winds are light, okay? 2-3 miles an hour at times. That was 131. You remember what I told you about that ridge up there and all them snags? I'm going to show you something here. Right there's the tell-all. If I can get him in the camera. See where's he at. Right there. You see that thing right there? He knows what's going on. He's right up there in squirrel heaven. He's waiting. See him there, an old chicken hawk. That's 40 eggs. He's probably put away from me up there. 64 eggs. He knows what's going on. He's looking for den. He's caught something there before. He's seen something there before. We don't shoot chicken hawks. Well, that's against the law. I use them to hunt squirrels with. Alright, boy, squirrel 3's on the ground. He's right there in the center of the camera, right there. See him right there? I'm gonna back his camera out. He just sat down on me over there. He didn't roll off the hill, so I've got to figure out a way to go get that dude. Boy, that's steep right there. I'm not sure I can get that squirrel, boys. Okay. No shit. Right there. See? Right there. He never flopped. He just comes straight off that tree and sat down on me. I hate that. Squirrel 3, boys. He sat straight down off that tree. He never rolled off no hill. That's the roughest recovery I've ever made on a squirrel, boys. I've harvested a bunch of them. You see where I scooted off that hill? But I come up on that, shot him from over yonder. But I decided to come back off on this side. And I couldn't get to that squirrel if it wouldn't have been for this long stick to erect him down the hill. He'd still be up there, okay? And I'm not off of this yet. But I feel a lot better than I did being right up there, boys. You know, there's a pack of deer coming here, and they was going to go, I think, right around through there. I mean, a pack of them, and they seen me and turned and went down in yonder. I was going to try to get the camera on them. All right, boys, 3 each gray squirrels, all head busters. I've seen them quite a few squirrels. Now, boys, I tell you what, it's hard to get shots on them. Get one lined up and then move, and you never see it again or never get a shot at it. I may go back up in there, though. One place I need to go and camp out, because I've seen quite a few squirrels. Been a little nervous, though. A lot of chicken hawks flying around up there.